This time, I am heading to the end of the world. Okay, end of the world might be a bit of an exaggeration. But when you visit a place where you might run into a polar bear and are just 1,000 kilometers away from the North Pole, you're pretty close. Today, I'm traveling to the northernmost airport in the world. We're flying to the Island of Svalbard. But before heading into the Arctic Circle, it's time for an early start to catch the train to Frankfurt Airport. There are no direct flights from Germany to Svalbard, so the first leg of our journey takes us with Lufthansa to Tromso, Norway. Thanks to an affordable upgrade, I even get to enjoy flying business class to the largest city in the Arctic Circle. Before boarding, though, I make a quick stop at the Lufthansa lounge for a hearty breakfast. And then it's time to board the plane. The flight takes just over 3.5 hours on an Airbus A319. The business class cabin is the typical European standard with the middle seat left empty. I was pleasantly surprised by the excellent crew and the high-quality catering, even including a hot towel. I've rarely experienced this level of service from Lufthansa on a European flight. A major highlight of the flight is the stunning view of Norway's snow-covered landscapes and the spectacular landing in Tromso. Tromso Airport is small and manageable, and today, I'm the only passenger on the airport bus taking me to my hotel in the city center. My flight to Svalbard departs tomorrow morning, so I have some time to explore the city. With nearly 42,000 residents, Tromso is still a fairly small city, but you'll find a variety of well-known chain stores here, and even a Burger King. Turns out, fast food doesn't stop at the Arctic Circle. I take a stroll through the city center and cross the 1-kilometer-long Tromso Bridge. I wasn't expecting so much traffic in the Arctic. But of course, a car is essential for getting around here. On the other side of the bridge, you'll find the striking Arctic Cathedral and a quiet residential area. I continue walking and eventually arrive at the Fjellheisen cable car. The weather is fantastic, so I spontaneously decide to buy a ticket. The view of the city and fjords is absolutely breathtaking. I'm so captivated that I decide to hike further up the mountain. After an evening walk back to the hotel and a quick stop at a supermarket for a snack, it's time for bed. Tomorrow will be an early start. Svalbard awaits. The next morning, after a Scandinavian breakfast, I head to the bus stop. This time, at least one other person shares the large airport bus with me, and in less than 10 minutes, I'm back at Tromso Airport. Today's flight is with the budget airline Norwegian Air Shuttle, or simply Norwegian, which operates flights from Oslo to Svalbard with a stopover in Tromso. A surprise! Before boarding, there's an additional passport check. Although Svalbard is a Norwegian archipelago, it is not part of the Schengen area. The 916 kilometers journey from Tromso to Svalbard takes 1 hour and 40 minutes. As we land, it becomes clear this place is truly remote. The Norwegian mainland is 600 kilometers away. At the airport, we're greeted by a taxidermy polar bear and the iconic signpost. There's an airport bus here that stops at the main hotels and key spots in the town, so you don't need a taxi or rental car. There aren't many roads anyway. After a quick check-in at my accommodation, I set out to explore the town. Longyearbyen is home to around 1,750 residents and has a surprisingly well-developed infrastructure. There's a kindergarten, a school, a small hospital, restaurants, bars, a shopping center, cafes, a church, and a large modern supermarket where I stock up on some snacks. There's even a small swimming pool and a cinema. The town was founded in 1906 by American entrepreneur John Monroe Longyear as a mining settlement, hence the name. You can still see remnants of the mining operations. There's even one active mine nearby, though it's set to close permanently this year. And what about the polar bears? There have been encounters in the past, some of which ended tragically. Within Longyearbyen itself, you can move around fairly safely. But if you leave the settlement, it's only allowed with a weapon or a guide, as numerous signs clearly indicate. That's one of the reasons I opted for a guided tour with a local. During the tour, I learned more about the town and its history and got to venture a bit outside the settlement. We visited the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, a secure storage facility for seeds from around the world. We also went to the end of the main road. A visit to a pack of huskies was also included, and the furry friends were thrilled to get some attention from me. Back at the accommodation, I prepare my instant gourmet dinner. It's already 1 a.m., but it's still as bright as day. Of course, it's polar day. From late April to mid-August, the sun never sets on Svalbard. It's strange for the body, as you do feel tired, but sleeping without blackout curtains is still a challenge. After just 3 hours of sleep, I enjoy a tasty breakfast and head out early in the morning to continue exploring. Before I know it, it's time to board the airport bus once again. After roughly 24 hours, I bid farewell to Longyearbyen and Svalbard. A fascinating place that any Arctic enthusiast should visit at least once. The journey back to Frankfurt takes me via Oslo with Scandinavian Airlines. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.